What's up, you fucking nerds? So as you can see today, I'm out in the wilderness in the beautiful Midwest. And one of the things I love about the Midwest is that, unlike California where I used to live, you can go out to a hiking trail and everybody and their mother is hiking, you know, during like the first week of January for their fucking, what do you call that? New Year's resolutions. It's only us out here. One of the things about getting out into the wilderness is getting away from civilization. So it kind of defeats the purpose when there's so many people, you know? We made it to a pond and not a soul in sight. So I wanted to do this video today because I recently acquired a firearm that I'm pretty excited about. I actually have it in my backpack right now. That brings me to my next point. The fact that it's in my backpack tells you what? That it's compact. And that's not the reason why I'm excited about it. The reason why I'm excited about it is because it shoots a 7.62x39. And for the size, it's pretty impressive. I give you the Maxim Defense PDX, chambered in Durka. I don't think you guys realize how small this is. Look at my backpack. This is a tiny, tiny backpack. As you can see, it's no wider than the length of my shoulders. It's a true PDW style weapon. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, like, is there any real practical application for this? And yes, in the wilderness, you might be in bear country, and in a personal defense situation, you might be in CQB. Now, I have shot this firearm quite a bit already, and I even featured it briefly on a previous video, but I actually haven't talked about it. So we're gonna head back to the Avengenerd HQ, and I'll give you a brief overview on the Maxim Defense PDX. So you wanna be a baller, shot caller, 20-inch blades on the Impala. But we all know you ain't getting laid tonight, cause your gun game is weak and that shit ain't right. So hit the highway, get out of my way, and I'll show you how to do it the flyway. What's up, nerds? So at first glance, the Maxim PDX looks like almost any other AR pistol, but this isn't an ordinary firearm. When you first pick it up, you find yourself thinking, damn girl, how'd they get all that ass in them jeans? It's a heavy piece, but it's that good kind of heavy, you know, the kind that lets you know it can probably take a beating. At best, you run out of ammo, you flip that bitch over, and you use it as a club. The 7.62x39 is like that thick girl that tiptoes between thick and fat, but deep down, everybody knows they want to smash. But remember, big girls like to eat, and this pig will eat just about anything you throw her way. She's gonna cost you. At a high roller price for 2 racks and some change, she might take you for everything you're worth. But man, is she a smooth ride. So smooth, in fact, that even if you have the pistol brace version, it doesn't really matter because the recoil is negated by the patent-pending hate brake design system, making this non-NFA item a pretty comfortable shooter. So up yours, ATF. I will say that the 5.5-inch barrel version has an overall length of 18.5 inches. So even with the brace fully extended, you will find yourself using a much more condensed form. But it is designed for tight and close quarters, so for the tactical nerds that like to C-clamp, not very comfortable. The takedown is going to be similar for those that are used to an AR platform in regards to the takedown pins. Once you pop those out, you're going to pull forward and everything is going to come out, and this is where you get the difference. So for the bolt carrier group, it just pulls out like any other AR. The only difference is that this uses some sort of weighted buffer system, which I'm not even going to pretend to know how it functions. If you have any questions on that, I don't know what to tell you. Fucking Google it. And even though reassembly is pretty easy, it's kind of ugly. Look at this. Yuck. So this firearm doesn't come with a lot of accessories. You get your 20-round magazine, you get a 2-slot pick rail, and a cable lock, and a manual, but who the hell reads those? As for the pistol itself, it does have a Radian ambidextrous charging handle. It has ambidextrous safety controls, and it also has an ambidextrous mag release, as you can see here. And of course, we have the beautiful PDW brace. It also comes factory with a hand stop, and for people who have never shot a barrel this short, mind your fingers, because the hand stop won't help improper use. Watch your fingers, okay?
Don't put it in front of that.
Yeah, don't put it in front of that. Put your thumb, look where your thumb is. Wrap your thumb around that, no. Especially with the design of the hate brake expelling all the forces away from the shooter, that's a lot of pressure coming out of that barrel. You're bound to lose a finger. As for the optics, to each his own. Get something that's reliable and works for you. Right now I have a Holosun HS403R, and so far it gets the job done. You don't always have to spend the $500 to $1,000 on an optic. I originally bought an EOTech 512 for this, but not only did I not like how it looked, but it didn't perform well for me. But I put it on my Galil, so it worked out. I will say that I eventually do want to put a 510C on this just because I really like that optic. As for reliability, I did have a couple of malfunctions during my first couple of mags, but after I put a couple hundred rounds for it, it's done pretty well so far. As of right now, it's still a little difficult to determine just because the firearm is still in its break-in period, and I'm shooting some cheap-ass ammo. So there are a lot of pros to having the PDX, such as concealment, the fact that it shoots a meaty caliber, and it looks cool as hell. But the real question, is it worth it? If money is no issue and you're looking for a travel-sized, high-powered PDW, then absolutely. But for the budget seekers, there are a lot of other affordable PDW style options, such as this Mck Conversion Kit. This one has a Glock 19 in it, but they do make them for a lot of other firearms. The conversion kit will run you around $300, and depending on what firearm and accessories you have on it, it's going to cost you somewhere around $1,000. If you're looking for something a little bit more high powered, we have the Diamondback Db15 chambered in 5.56, and as you can see, it's the pistol version, so it's pretty concealable as well. This particular firearm was right around $900 pre-pandemic. I don't know what they're going for now, but depending on what accessories you put on it, you're also in that $1,000 range, which is still about half the price of what you would pay for the PDX. The last thing I'll leave you with is that if you're deciding on a firearm, you have to ask yourself this: what will it be used for, and will it meet all my needs? And if it fits all or most of the criteria you set out to find, you won't be disappointed. Because I have firearms that are range toys and you won't see me carrying them. I have collector pieces that are just good conversation starters. I've got home defense, concealed carry, guns that you can hide in your butthole, drive-bys, and alien invasions. At the end of the day, you have to buy what's right for you. Well, that's gonna do it here for me today at the Avengenerd. Thank you guys for watching, and to my subscribers, I really appreciate the support. You've helped my channel grow. Take it easy, and I'll see you next time we assemble. Peace.